One of the biggest things that grinds my gears, and I just recently went through this over the weekend while I was in downtown, is when you buy food from somewhere and somebody thinks they're automatically entitled to getting some of your food that they didn't help pay on, that they didn't contribute. And my thing is, I might share food like with somebody that I know personally, that I'm good friends with, or a family or whatever. But if it's somebody that I don't know at all, and especially when you haven't contributed to any food or costs, and then no, I mean, you're not entitled to getting any of my food. You can call it greedy or selfish or rude or whatever, but truth be told, a lot of us are the same way, especially when it comes to food. And then I have seen these dudes with balls of a liquor in their hands. They're buying like all this expensive liquor. And my thing was, they're buying all this, and they can afford to buy their own plate of food from somewhere. The usual spot that I go to on some Saturday nights, they have a food truck right across from the club, and that prices are pretty reasonable, and not they're not too like expensive. But then, like I was saying, these dudes have balls of liquor that they bought, and I know they got money to do that. They got money to buy their own wing plate or shrimp plate or whatever kind of food. And I'm like, no, bro. I'm not sharing my food. I don't have to share my food. I mean, I put in my hard-earned money for it. And I'm sure they got money too, and they could have went and bought their own food or put something on their stomach before they started doing all this drinking. That's what I try to do. It just don't just drink alcohol. Because at some point, yeah, you gotta have some food and water as a buffer. You can't just be studying doing like all that drinking and not putting anything on your stomach, or not drinking like any water in between whatever. Shit, I'm not even against drinking. I mean, I sometimes do it myself, but I know my limits, and I try not to do it in excess. But anyway, yeah, that's one of the biggest things that takes me off. People thinking that they see you will play a food, and they think that they're entitled to it. Instead of going to buy their own food, and then buying like up all the liquor and stuff. And I know they got money to buy their own food and stuff. So like, no, I ain't gotta share with you, and that's my right. That's all out of my money. I only share with like close like family friends that I'm cool with. And I'm cool with everybody, but I'm only friendly to like certain people that I'm most familiar with. And it really does trip me out at times how crazy people get over food themselves, but they didn't want to get on my case because I didn't want to share my food. I mean, that's my right. I paid that's my money that I paid towards it. You ain't contributed nothing. I barely even know you. I don't know you at all. I mean, people, folks, think they get mad or whatever. But a lot of these same people, I mean, they got their own tendencies when it comes to food themselves. So it ain't even know you sending whine at me, but critical about the entire thing. Somebody doesn't want to share their food, then you gotta take that no as an answer. Go on about your business. Ain't no business getting like a hissy fit over it, or nothing. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But I just wanted the rant on that for a little bit, because that's one of my biggest pet peeves. You can't even enjoy your food in peace without people bugging you to death, thinking that you owe them something. Well, you really don't owe them anything at all. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Good night.